I hated the world. I was abandoned since birth, treated as a beast. I had no reason to like this world, it was hopeless. So I didn't trust people. Whatever I did, I was always alone. At year 1 January 2020, the world changed like a game. Dungeons started to appear around the world. And monsters started to come out of it. Cities were destroyed, many people perished. With the appearance of monsters, deity-like beings calling themselves Halo appeared. They gave a few people special abilities called power. Only those who got the power could destroy the dungeons and awaken as a player. People thought that those who had special abilities will save the world, but players were busy making profit during the chaos. In this situation, people talked as if the end of the world had come. However, to me, it was the same as before where I couldn't trust anyone, it was the same world as before. At least before I met him. Lee Se Jun. One of the first 7 players, a hero chosen by the Holy Light Cultivator, and the world's strongest player. Without any price, protected the weak from the monsters. To save the world. He drew his sword. I'll kill the penal boss in this game, and put an end to this game. By doing so TLL saved the world. Heroes who wanted to save the world slowly gathered around Lee Se Jun. It was the first time to meet someone I could follow and trust. With them, I thought that I could change the world. Master, now we only have the final battle. The final battle. That's right, this might be the last. To you, Kim Woojin. I appreciate everything you've done. Kim Woojin. Thanks to you I was able to reach this far. Did you plan this? Since the beginning. Why? Why you didn't get IT yet? When the game ends, everything disappears. Our prestige, items, dungeons, monsters. People will lose their reason to listen to us. Park Sin High. Then this world. Would we be able to control IT? After getting stabbed by Barmung, the poison shows their effect, it's impressive. Their others were fine with just the Heavenly Viper's poison. Other people. Is it? They trusted you to save the world. Comrades who sacrificed their lives. Now you are killing them because they disturb your plan. Yeah, that's correct. Aren't you quite witty? The Dragon Hunter, Sage, and the immortal King Johann Jork. They were all killed by you, none. Now, can't we control the world however we want? Lee Sejin. Tell me something with your arrogant mouth. Lee Seun. Damn. There was no one to trust. I died like that. It's paid you today. Damn. Aren't the monsters appearing too often nowadays? Don't complain. Thanks to that we are going to earn money. Damn. We are putting our lives on stake. I hope they pay us more. What happened? I definitely got stabbed by Barmung. And died? Am I dreaming now? Wait, is this place? Oh. Oh. This, in front of us there is a herd of orcs. Everyone take your weapons and come out. Who, hurry. Everyone listen IP. We are lacking ammo, so pull the trigger when you are sure. Huh? Who is IT, Kim Woojin? Wait, what's that, who? Is that possible? Even alone. This feeling is like a dream, but it's too vivid, hey. Kim Woojin. Hey, you crazy puink. Are you trying to kill them all? This isn't a dream. Hey, you. I come back to the past. Answer back if someone is talking to you, bastard. What happened to that GLYP? KEUK. Lee Sejin, Park Sin High. You are a player, yes, IT was today. When I became a player, but unlike the past, there are three choices. Wait, the Dark World's surrogate. The Dark World's surrogate. They have their ability to control various poison and curse, using the undead as resources. An Oriole gives the possibility to create an evil army. Unlike their other Oriole, IT have an omnipotence power. One player started to monopolize all their other abilities. Johann Jork, or a man called Immortal King, was the most powerful player, who got the Dark World Surrogate's favor and got all their abilities. If Lee Sejin was the hero, he is a monster. And I, to hunt that monster, analyzed and researched his Oriole. Now I'll become that monster. You. I'll hunt you down. Guild. A profit group for the players out of those. The Phoenix Guild had all kinds of corruption to get power and money and became Korea's #2 guild. Through the corruption of the Phoenix Guild, Messiah Guild's idealistic ideas shined more brightly. Phoenix Guild HQ. This is the Phoenix Guild's contract. Every time you clear a dungeon there will be additional expenses. It's not much to buy an item. There's nothing I can do. How do you prove your credibility as a player? There is no way to shove our status window except for ourselves. It's the Dark World 2 Surrogates exclusive skill page. Choose one and rip IT. If you are a player, I can check IT with my eyes. This is hemotoxin. To get this here, changing the cultivator's blood into poison, it was a very hard skill to counter. The skill itself is very simple. But with the blood golem skill the effect multiplies. It's a very useful skill. I'll choose this skill page. You have acquired skill hemotoxin. Why is Woojinapa the new hunting dog? Woojinapa's Oler isn't suited to be hunting dog. Of course, that is. In this guild, his character is the most shitty. What? If you stay with him a bit longer you'll understand how bad his personality is. ITS coming. Prepare for a battle. I died once and was resurrected, but I still dream. I returned to the past, so I guess they are still alive. Will I be able to meet them soon? One Mun Sports Park, everyone came early. Today is our first hunt. We just need to trust you, Supapo, right? It's already my fourth target, just trust and follow me. Anyways, when is the last member arriving? That guy said that today is his first time, he's the slowest. That newbie needs discipline. That's right. He should be thankful that we let him join our party. What is that bad car? Looking at him, it seems he couldn't even get the guild supply. It seems like in his first target, he has to focus on surviving. Forget him and let's go. Okay. Let's just think that we lack a member. I just bought a new weapon. This is the end of the dungeon briefing. The things I didn't talk about aren't important, so just remember the target condition. Then please make sure of everything. If you have any problems, or who wants to forfeit, please tell me now. If there is no one, please check your inventory again. There is no one einen. I don't have to care about them. Then please enter the dungeon. Wow, it's my first time seeing 3-1 this close. When you go inside you'll be more surprised. Whoa. It's a completely different world. It feels like I entered a game. A game. This is reality. Everyone stay alert. We only have one life. Looking at the trace, there's a large number of goblins. Kim Woojin. Is that your name? While we are making the base camp, can you search around the proximity? Sure, I'll do that. I thought he would be clingy, but I guess not. He doesn't know it's dangerous. So stupid. Here, let's prepare for the hunt. Now their items will be all ours. You're going to use me as bait. As expected. Messia Guild. Then everyone is here. I'll now introduce to you the new member that will participate in this mission. A new member? TSK. That arrogant bastard really. Yang Jihu Messia Garid. Nice to meet you. I'm Suzuki Aichi. I see a lot of familiar faces. So I can skip my self-introduction, right? You got ambition. Nice to meet you. I'm Lee S.E. Jun. Lee S.E. Jun, Messia Gidmaster. So what will be my future tasks? This bastard. I dare you. Talk to Master like this again. Master. Why did you bring this bastard? Noder Hidaro Master Archer. Zukahara Ken Master Swordsman. Gosh, I should just. Why, are you mad? Is my intonation annoying? Or is it because of last time? Do they have a past? What? This bastard. Okay, for you, it's going to end today. Thighs meathead, Yang Jihu. Here we go again. Stop. Damn. Even if not last time. Soon I'll smash your arrogance. Let's stop with the greetings. The work recommended before. How long do we have? Oh wait. If it's just finding the location of the material, 3 days. It's not bad. I guess the rumors I heard about this dungeon are true. Now when I think about it, it's really funny. This kino of investigation and combat style is all taught by him. Every trace will become a clue, and that will help you to survive the dungeon. Information is important, but to just increase the survivability. Isn't IT better to just get stronger? No matter how strong you are, you always have a weakness. I wished IT was a lesson for me, but IT instead was for Messia. Not only did he kill for Messia, but he also became a loyal hunting dog for them. However, these teachings will now turn into the blade stabbing you in the back. Goblins, funny. Until a short while ago, I was hiding away from goblins on the 7th floor dungeons, but now they are just targets for me to try my hemotoxin. He got Poisonio but is still so ambitious. I guess it's not very potent. Soblin's attack pattern is too easy to read, so these lowlifes won't be hard to deal with. If I drast this on, they'll keep on gathering. It's good that I prepared this beforehand. Huh? AGHH. What are you doing? Don't be so scared of mere goblins. Jojip, apa. Jojipion. Come on, let's focus. You don't have to fear those weaklings. It's a good thing I prepared a long sword. Goblins, they are just sacks of meat. Huh? This is a Y? Joo. Jojipian. Help me. Don't just stand there and watch, you bastards. Fuck. They are weaker than I thought. I even get attention with this much. Only the stupid ones are wielding heavy swords. The Goblin Lord's whip is enough. It's silly to waste time in this place. Damn IT. What happened? To the new guy? He probably died, since we didn't receive any updates about his situation. Damn IT. After all, IT was good to have one more. I did what you said. How did this happen? What the fuck? That's right. Ian, you told US to believe in you. No way, again. Catalog. It's skeleton disease. I can't believe I got this skill already. Johann Jork, the immortal king, who used to control an army of corpses with his hands. It was one of the most powerful skills he used. However, on the other hand, it was also a flawed skill. That flaw was lethal and allowed the others to attack him. There were fatal restrictions. Only monsters killed directly by the caster's hands could be sacrificed. Well, at least I can save some time. IT will be easier to distract their enemies' eyes and hunt. This guy. I like his eyes. It's below my expectations. Is IT because my magic stat is low? It's a bit weak to use as my main attack. But, anyways. Are those the remains of the players? They sure hung the corpses like toys. From goblins to dragons, one thing they all have in common is they exist to inflict harm on people. There's no way they would go easy on a beginner. Which is why I don't need to be merciful toward the monsters. Damn IT. To the likes of those goblins. Juicio Peon, what should WNE do now? I think we were too lax. I can't die like this. To the likes of goblins. I can't just die like this. Jew. Juseo Pyong. What's up with everyone up? We did struggle a lot, but we can do IT. No. It's just that. What do you mean by no? HEA, above your head. What are you saying? Above what? Level up. We aren't fighting right now. What's going on? The only case when your level rises even though your idol is, when a party member is still in combat. Then, that newcomer. He is still alive. In my experience, the most effective method to kill a goblin. There is nothing like this. Why don't I prepare a funeral for the players as well while I'm at IT? That's weird. After doing this, I thought I could at least see his face. It's getting bothersome. Does he have a separate hiding place? That's a relief. I was starting to get tired of this place. I would be grateful if you crawl out by yourself like this. Goblin Champion. Before the Messiah Guild could intervene, many rookies lost their lives in this dungeon. All because of this guy. For a starter Goblin engine to have a hidden creature like the Goblin Champion would be the same as meeting a Grim Reaper. However, from now onwards, there will be no more victims. Is IT waiting for a chance? Look at this guy. His expression has changed. That's. How are they expecting US to catch something like that? Legs. Focus your attack on the legs and lower its stability, which will increase our chances of winning. That movement. I'm certain. The combat style is the same as mine. I knew that the skeleton soldier's combat power would be affected by my magic skill point, but I didn't know they could copy my combat style as well. Before returning to the past, I had used all kinds of weapons existing in this world. Even in the Messiah Guild, there was no one who could go against me one-to-one. If it's like this, I will have to change my plan. Oh, this is legendary rank. To think that I would obtain this here. Dungeon has been cleared. What? The fact that the players have returned means that the dungeon has really been cleared. In one day. How is this possible? You have all safely returned. Huh? Why is IT only 4 people? What about Mr. Woo Jin Kim? I see. So Mr. Woo Jin Kim has. Someone's coming out. Mr. Woo Jin Kim. Wait. Mr. Woo Jin Kim. He was alive. That bastard. How on earth did he clear the dungeon by himself? That jerk, how? Who is he? Are we to keep listening to the players' demands? The desires of the players are continuously growing worldwide. This is the result of granting privilege to players, since they are the only ones who can close their dungeons' doors. However, even in a moment like this, Korea's Messiah Guild has not requested any reward for the 5th floor dungeon. Se Jun Lee, he has saved the world once again. Following the success of clearing their STH floor dungeon, the stock price of the sponsor, Hansum Group, has skyrocketed. Those damn people of the Messiah Guild. Their only story on the news is about them. Hell. We're going to seem like trash who only care about money. Don't pay attention to IT. Is this the first time something like this happened? Anyways, what was up with then Dungeon this time? Phew, don't even ask. Woo Jin Kim. We almost died because of that newbie. Why? Did something happen? Do you see this? IT because of that clumsy bastard. Then, that rumor. Is that true? Yeah, even though he's just a newbie, all because he wanted to get an item, he rushed into a herd of goblins. And I jumped in to save him. Which is why I ended up like this. What? Hey, shouldn't you be asking the guild to punish that bastard? Har. ITS fine. I'll just think was unlucky. He must have been desperate for money. Even if he was desperate for money, I can't let this be. I better spread this around so he can't go somewhere else and act the same again. Unlike the past, I can't be in close contact with him. I have to be strong enough before he places his interest on me. For that, I better start from the very end point of the connection that reaches to him. Or counter the dungeon. If perhaps you are trying to redeem yourself because of the rumor that's going around. Rumor. I don't know about that, I just need the money. Because of? Money? Mr. Woo Jin Kim, life is something precious. Money is good as well, but shouldn't you worry about your own life first? If you are in such a hurry, I can make a loan too. That's all right. Please just grab a date for me. I will do IT by myself. IT seems that there is a bad rumor spreading about me. Which is a good thing, since it's a pretext for me to do things on my own. It appears that the rumor surrounding Woo Jin Kim is true. Rumors are rumors, but is someone who doesn't know his place. Anyways, what is the status of the dungeon Woo Jin Kim is trying to enter? Youngji Yunspart has been completely annihilated, and since then, there has been no request to conquer the dungeon. Youngji Jian. Who was that again? He was the rising star of Youngwon Park's faction. What should we do? To enter a dungeon that the rising star of Youngwon Park's faction couldn't even handle. This newbie won't be able to die a natural death. But we never know, so support him enough to kill a hero first. Grab hands with the villain. Mr. Woo Jin Kim, is that you? But did you really came by your own? They say that he's a Scrooge with a dirty personality / tie. Of course he couldn't find anyone. Please enter the dungeon. It's this way. Crazy bastard. Is he really planning on entering alone? Oh well, it's none of my bus / Ness. Whether he dies or not. This could definitely be too much for me to handle at my level. However, if only I can use their orc as a sacrifice to summon a skeleton soldier, the situation will change. Even though it's a normal orc, their hide is too thick for me to make any marks on the body also. With that amount of force, wouldn't I die instantly even if I get hit once? But only if I can kill this guy and summon a skeleton soldier. It won't be impossible to clear this dungeon on my own. A beast who has lost its legs is no longer a dirty creature. How interesting. What have you been looking at since earlier? Don't tell me you're trying to pick up some weird item for your business again. Here, look at this if you are curious. What is this? A newbie who hasn't even awakened for long, cleared a dungeon by himself. It seems that he just entered his second dungeon. And alone right from the start. Isn't he quite cheeky for someone who just had his ability awakened? There's no way, Hyung Nim. How can this make sense? Even I struggled a lot at first. Don't tell me you trust this tabloid that doesn't have a clear source. Hyung Nim, you didn't seem the type, but aren't you being too gullible? Is there perhaps a problem with my report? Oh. Was IT Secretary Lee WHCO made the report? No wonder. I thought IT was too perfect. Where did you get such high quality information? Because that is my work. It's 100% trustworthy because it's information that Secretary Lee collected. And if we don't trust our Secretary Lee, who would? I thought I told you not to buy instant coffee because I don't like IT. So, what's your excuse? I brought this instant coffee from when we had a meeting with the Phoenix Guild. And this report was made with a reusable paper. How sweet and tasty. Instant coffee is the best. Of course. In this world, if we don't trust our Secretary Lee, who could we trust? Ugh, that's stingy. That's way at that age. Anyways, Secretary Lee. How is the purchase of the dungeons going? There were a few good dungeons, but IT was too expensive, so I am looking into that. Dungeon purchase. Hyung Nim. What about the dungeon you saved before? What do you mean? There wouldn't be enough if you enter that one. Excuse me. What does that? I just came out OFA dungeon yesterday. Shouldn't I be allowed to rest for a bit? If a person is too rested, it's easy to become lazy. For a person who has always worked hard, they are prone to be sick. And I'm doing all this for you. This old man. The durability is pretty weak since the skill level is low. However, John Jorg, the king of the undead, who I went against in my previous life, I did learn one thing from him. As long as my magic power allows, the skeleton soldiers that were given to me are the same number as the collected sacrifices on this battlefield. Is this IT? To level up in this dungeon will be a bit ineffective. I should stop going against normal orcs and look for their orc hunter instead. As a creature who hunts down his own, I thought he would be reigning the pack as the leader. He doesn't seem to hang out in a group. Now their only place left is... What, this guy? Is he looking at IT because he knows something? There's way. Anyways, the location where the orc hunter might be at. If it's that place, there will be no useful monsters that I could use as sacrifices. The only useful skeleton soldier would be this guy only. I have to think of some other plan. A dungeon's boss monster possesses a physical ability that exceeds other normal creatures. It would be stupid to fight him without a plan. However, if I can only pierce his body with an arrow that's stained with poison blood. His bloody red eyes are evident of the fact that he is their orc hunter who hunts down his own. Also, to avoid his thick skin and to aim at. His only weakness. The weaker their area, the faster the poison spreads. LV2 of the poison blood skill won't be high in the fatality rate, but it's useful enough to produce this kind of effect. With this, it's over. Seems like he ate everything that was in his way. I wonder if that guy who was part of Youngwon Park's faction will be inside here. This injury wasn't dealt by their orc. Judging by their appearance, he was attacked from behind. It's their action of someone who is used to murder. Whether it was an intentional murder or not isn't certain, but if they are part of the Youngwon Park's faction of the Phoenix Guild, then it's not a far-fetched claim. There isn't enough time left in this dungeon. How will I be able to find that guy's traces? It would be nice if it's something that I could use to get closer to Youngwon Park. There's a cave in a place like this. An entrance big enough to only let one person pass through. Their weapon is oddly clean and the corpse isn't that damaged like their other. Which means, while comrades were getting eaten, he has escaped by himself and counted the days until his death. An action worthy of the Phoenix Guild. Especially, if it was the rising star of Youngwon Park's action. There's no place more suitable for this kind of person than here. HM? What is this? Is it a diary? Doesn't seem like there's anything important. This is the blacklist OE Youngwon Park's faction. To get something like this, my luck is good. I will be able to make good use of this.